And we're back. Welcome to the GSL. I'm Tasis. With me is Artosis. We're Tastosis, the casting Archon. And we're going to have a pretty sick game coming up here. Ensnare against Lyn. If you guys don't know who Lyn is, well, first of all, shame on you. How do you not know who Lyn is? He's one of the most significant Warcraft 3 pro gamers on time, of all time. When this guy logs online, on time.
Very punctual.
I'm not good at speaking. When this guy logs into Battle.net, nerds hide under the bed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where they spam him asking for games.
When he gets online, this Whipple in cyberspace occurs. It's like when I get online, I'm playing somebody. They're like, I'm on a Smurf account, but still their Ethernet cord starts to shake and wiggle as the information from my computer gets transferred on there. We're going to look at the players now. And we're going to see.
There they are.
These two ghosts. Ensnare, one of the originals when it comes to StarCraft 2. Top Terran during the beta. Lyn switching over from Warcraft 3. Probably, at least in Korea, the most successful War 3 pro gamer right now that's having success in StarCraft 2.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
What? I'm right.
No, I do agree with you, but the way you say it is pretty funny.
I have a way with words.
You do have a way. What way that is, very But Lyn is a very good player. Ensnare, though, has shown us some of the most solid, best Terran play that we've really seen. Let's take a look at what he's done in round of 4, round of 16, round of 32. That doesn't tell the full story, though. Ensnare has had amazing games with top players. Anyone remember Ensnare against Jinra? That was an amazing TBT. What an absolutely top-end player. So Lyn is definitely going to have his work out there for him, but he's been improving a lot. Will he be good enough TBT to take out Ensnare?
I think it's going to be very tough.
From the most recent TBTs I've seen from both of them, I would say Ensnare has the leg up in this matchup.
Oh, I think you're right.
But I haven't seen Lyn's TBT too much lately. And seriously, he's getting better at a pace quicker than most people aside from San Zenith.
Yeah, I mean, Lyn, I know he's got a lot of fans right now tuning in. It's really exciting to see this not be so Brood War dominated. To at least have somebody that's from another esport game. I mean, I know the StarCraft 1 pro gamers are like actually the ultimate gamers because that game was so hard.
It's the hardest thing in the entire world.
It is. It's actually the hardest thing in the entire world.
Yeah.
StarCraft 1 and 2, easily the most manly activities.
That's true. In fact, if computers in StarCraft 1 had been around way back, Genghis Khan, Caesar, Hannibal, these people all would have played StarCraft 1.
Yeah, of course.
Huh.
I think the number 2 sport is probably arm wrestling grizzly bears. Maybe it's a pretty big distance, though. And then, I don't know, what, right below that?
Sword fighting.
Sword fighting.
Sword fighting is pretty manly.
It is.
And I'm not talking fencing.
No, fencing, it's got a feminine touch. It's not quite as manly.
No.
But sword fighting, like broadswords, like Siegfried from Soul Calibur, that's not as manly as StarCraft 2. Terminus is going to be our map. Big map, new map. It's going to be interesting to see these two guys duke it out on this map that is so fresh. And, haven't had as much time to practice it. The countdown's begun. So there's no turning back now. Head-to-head. Terran versus Terran. Ensnare against Lyn. Let's do this. And we're on in the red, in the bottom location. Master during the beta, to this day still a top Terran.
oGsEnsnare.
There's a shot of him now. In the blue, on the far left,
FOXLyn.
who is one of the most accomplished Warcraft 3 players of all time. He's traveled around the world, dominating. Teammate of Moon.
That's right, Moon, who is actually dominating the IEM tournament in Germany right now.
Yep, that tournament basically dominated by everybody that is involved in GSL.
In fact, a little stat about that. Out of the top 6, 5 players are players that play on the Korean server. Yeah. And the other player is Morrow. And, I mean, Morrow is Morrow, man. That guy just wins tournaments. It's like what he does for a living.
And he, of course, plays on the European server.
Yeah. So,
that really goes to show you that actually is the best server.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, and it was the best server a week after the beta came out. But
no, of course.
Seriously, they just keep proving it, Tasteless.
Oh, this is interesting.
I like.
That is cool.
He makes it at the 2nd expansion, which is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I like that for a lot of reasons. And let me just start to list reasons, because this is like just making my brain happy. Okay, so first off, it's going to take his opponent longer to scout. Right. Second off, it is not on the path to the main base. So let's say for a moment that Ensnare wants to go, or Lyn rather wants to go and attack Ensnare's expansion. He has to walk down a ramp to attack it. Now, that's going to give the high ground advantage to Ensnare. I love everything about making the command center there.
You know what else is so smart about it? It's so cool is that if you were to walk into his base, obviously he didn't scout it yet, but had he scouted early, he would see this and think, oh, he's hiding barracks.
Perhaps, yeah.
Doing a proxy rush, he would not think. That's not the first thing you think is, oh, another command center somewhere else.
Yeah, and unless you know the race inside out, let's say he has a Marine at the top of the ramp, right? Then that's it. I mean, you didn't get there quick enough. You have no idea. He might be teching. He might go on Banshees. Maybe you get a turret. Imagine making a turret against a command center first. It's like, you want to talk about being far ahead, Tasteless. You don't even need to get further ahead. You're so far ahead.
You're at the brink, the farthest peak of aheadness.
At the edge of the world where the ocean drops off into nothing.
That's what the edge of the world is like, Artosis. Just endless water spilling off.
I've been there. I saw the serpent.
Yeah, the serpent in those ancient drawings coming out of the water.
Yeah, man. He's there. He's real. Don't joke. Now, that may make him think, oh, okay, you're going to have an expansion down there. And, you know, Lyn's command center is pretty quick. But now I wonder if Ensnare will get another command center or just keep teching.
If I were my tech, that's what Tasteless would do.
Tasteless techs.
Make it into a bracelet. What would Tasteless do? I got Artosis to giggle with that one.
Yeah.
He didn't want to giggle, too.
No, I didn't want to.
He tried to make you serious, but he's like, no.
No, Tasteless.
Then the giggles came out.
You're giggle-worthy.
Now, we have a factory with a tech lab here. We don't have a starport from Lyn, right? Oh, actually, you know what's interesting about this? Hold that thought before we've been looking at that. Lyn is going to double expand. So it looks like Lyn's star sense is pretty good.
Yeah, double expanding. He should be pretty safe, to be honest. I mean, and here's the other thing. His first expansion is at the better base. There's more mineral patches, there's more gases. It won't make a difference for a little bit, but it will make a difference. Now, Ensnare, he is getting a Viking, getting a Siege Shank, making Marines still. What's his actual game plan, though? Because Lyn is going to have these 2 bases and just be so safe. In fact, Lyn right now getting Blue Flame Hellions and a starport. So actually, I feel like Lyn is doing a little bit too much right now, and he might pull it off, but he's double expanding plus teching to like weak harass units.
He's going to go to a drop.
And, you know, that it can be pretty risky. If his opponent had done something just like a solid attack, that'd be something very hard for Lyn to actually break out of. So the Viking seeing all. Nice.
Nice timing. Oh, barely finishes that command center. That could have been denied there.
Catches him, though.
I'm out of here.
Vikings look so cool landed.
Yeah, they
Flying,
do.
they look like they're supposed to carry cargo.
Well, you know what they look like when they're landed? They look like an SCV that took a bunch of steroids.
Ah.
Yeah.
Super SCV. They're about about as useful against Immortals as well.
Yeah.
Not useful. Well, actually, SCVs are more so. But anyways, terrible joke aside.
It's okay.
A lot of Siege Shanks being made by Ensnare. Getting that siege mode. Little drop. Droppy drop coming.
Droopity drop, droop drop.
Should put 2 SCVs in there. We learned last night, Tasteless. I think I forgot to tell you. If you have SCVs in a dropship, it repairs stuff in there. while it's flying around.
Oh, that's sick. Automatically?
It does. Well, no, you tell him to auto repair. But anyways, we do see an attack going on that Lyn is trying to hold. And the Blue Flame Elliott drop. A lot of damage being done to Ensnare. Nice play by Lyn here. SCV's lining up and he's shooting them down.
Oh my god. Okay, this really changes everything, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
He's
Tasteless.
not done too. I want more blood. He's gonna go straight down here. This is a disaster for Ensnare. Lyn can micro that all day. There are actually about to be almost no red SCVs.
Yeah, in fact, right now, it's 18 SCVs against 40. But there is a counterattack going on. Thing is, Ensnare, oh no, he just lost the Siege Shanks to the high ground Siege Shanks of Lyn. Lyn completely dominating Ensnare here. Wow.
Lyn.
Ensnare, guess what? You are so dead. You have 14 SCVs against 39. Lyn has 3 command centers. But a nice attack still happening.
Well, he's gonna get some headway here.
Ensnare doing a good job, man, I have to say. Banshee coming up. Banshee is going to be so useful. Oh, Tasteless, oh, Tasteless, oh, Tasteless, oh, Tasteless, oh, Tasteless.
You called? No,
and
this is
his
crazy.
Marines are out of position right now. Has to run that Banshee back. And here we go. Lyn moving up, attacking in. He's got to remove all these units. And the game should go way into his favor.
Yeah,
some SCVs, though.
Banshee!
Oh,
survives.
my. 10 hit points left, and that Banshee may have no kills, but it's done a lot of damage, forcing Lyn into some sticky situations. Right now, 17 SCVs against 35. Lyn just too many Siege Tanks. Banshee no longer here. You know, if Ensnare had actually, he had 3 Siege Tanks at the beginning of that push, but 2 were too close to the high ground, and Lyn just sieged them and killed them for free. If he hadn't done that, if he had had them in a better position, Ensnare would be in actually a pretty good spot right now, despite losing all his SCVs.
Uh-oh.
But we do have another Lyn.
Sieging up. He just needs to get the Siege Tank. Everything else sort of falls into place.
At the same time, Lyn is dropping the main base of Ensnare.
And we're going to get a shot for you. There it is.
This is a very scrappy game indeed. Lyn with over twice the SCVs of Ensnare.
This game is like totally rated R, man. Lots of violence and bloodshed. All right, Ensnare, see here on the unit count, 21 SCVs for Ensnare, 42, so literally double the number of SCVs. Not to mention, there's 3 bases here for Lyn and 2 for Ensnare, so
yeah.
He is like so behind. Like if this game was like a timeline of
Tasteless
history, it would be like he's in the Cretaceous period.
If this game was a bus stop, Lyn's getting on the bus first.
Wow.
Because Ensnare is behind him.
Let me try to scrape the brain off the wall right now because you just blew my mind.
Figured I would with that one.
Yeah.
And now Lyn moving out. Ensnare's single Siege Shank and 6 Marines.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
SCV's like, what's over here? Oh my god, luckiest SCV in the world.
Any SCV left alive for Ensnare at this point is the luckiest SCV in the world. And that is not going to work out.
This is pretty ugly.
Brutal.
Okay. I think we're going to see GG pretty quickly here with Lyn pulling through here with such a lead. And, man, ouch.